I've been carrying this weight through 1,000 days, losing the light in a permanent haze. The edges are frayed and the fabric is thin. I can feel the cold air crawling under my skin. It's not that I'm broken, it's just that I'm used. A pale, tired color of purple and bruised. It's a threadbare kind of feeling, so deep fatigue, like a runner who's falling at the end of the league. There's no more fire, just the ash and the gray, and the pieces of me that I've given away. It's a hollow kind of heavy, a quiet kind of mourn. My heart is just tired, my heart is worn. The scars that you left, a landscape of longing, a masterclass theft. I've mended the holes with the shadows of us, but the stitches are turning to iron and rust. I don't have the strength for a brand new start. I'm just guarding the ghost of a paper through wall. So thin, you can see right through it, so soft. One more touch would undo it. I'm out of breath, I'm out of beat. Nothing left to give, nothing left to break, just the echo of a long time ache. My heart is one, my heart is one. Try to call out, the air is a wall. The notes are all jagged, the shadows are tall. I'm reaching for melodies we used to hum, but my throat is a desert, my spirit is numb. I practice to stay and I practice to please. Now the words are just winter, starting to freeze. It's a fractured kind of music, a song with no key, the ghost of a singer who used to be me. It's a stuttering hollow, a catch in the chest, where the I love yous went to their permanent rest. The silence is winning, the choice isn't mine. My heart is a riot, but my broken voice is a sign. I'm clearing my throat of the dust of your name, but the S and the O are still heavy with shame. I wanna scream till the windows all crack, but the sound is a ghost that keeps holding me back. It's a muted existence, a life on a hush, since you turned my gold into a gray-colored crush. Do you hear the gaps, the places where I used to breathe? It's all collapsing. The song is over, but the air is still shaking. I'm trying Do you hear the gaps, the places where I used to breathe? It's all collapsing, collapsing. The song is over, but the air is still shaking. I'm trying to speak, but I'm only breaking. I try to call out, the song is over. I try to call out, the song is over. Do you hear the yes? The song is over, but I'm only I try to call out. I've stopped trying to explain the why. The words just turn to vapor and I sit in the center of a four-wall scream, tearing the seams of a dead man's dream. There's no more thunder, there's no more rain, just the sound of the blood moving through my veins. The loudest thing I've ever heard is the space you left. A slow motion robbery, a quiet kind of theft. It's a paralyzed hollow, a numb kind of deep, where the secrets are the only things I get to keep. No one hears the bridge fall when the wind hasn't blown. I'm just sad in the silence. I'm sad in the silence, alone, alone. I watch the shadows crawl across the floor, measure in the distance to the handle of the door. But I don't turn the knob and I don't make a sound. I'm just waiting for the gravity to pull me down. If grief is a language, I've forgotten the tongue. I'm just holding the air in a broken lung. Don't ask me how I am. The answer is a ghost. The answer is a hush. The answer is a part of me that turned into dust. Shh, can you hear it? The nothing, everything in silence. still setting the table for two. Forces of habit are hard to undo. The wine is breathing, but I'm losing my air. Talking to the fabric of an empty chair. I was weaving a lifeline, you were cutting the thread. Living in the hallways while you lived in the flare. I was the anchor, but there was no ship. A desperate prayer on a cynical lip. It's a violent kind of quiet, a soul-crushing blue. To realize I was the only one keeping the view. I grew a garden on a heart made of stone, because I loved you. God, I loved you alone. I'm tracing the outlines where your pictures used to hang. The silence is louder than the songs that we sang. You moved on in minutes, I'm stuck in the years, drowning in the salt of my own private tears. Was I just a shadow you used for the shade? A temporary shelter that you didn't have to invade. I'm a ghost in my own skin, trying to let the daylight in. But the windows are painted with the memory of you, just you, never us. I'm a solo act in a theater of ghosts. I loved you most. I loved you alone. I loved you alone. I'm wearing your ghost like a winter coat, too heavy to breathe, too tight at the throat. I look at the letters I never did mail. The ink is a map where I started to fail. I'm replaying the sorry I kept in my teeth, while the roots of our garden were dying beneath. I'm carrying a mountain I built out of if, walking the edge of a permanent cliff. It's a jagged kind of burden I lead in my chest, to know that I gave you my worst, not my best. The weight of your absence is all that I get. Now I'm just skin, and I'm carrying regret. I see the exact moment I let the fire go out. I hear my own silence becoming a shout. I traded our always for a moment of pride. Now I'm the only one left on this side. I'm tracing the scars of the words that I threw, trying to stitch back a version of you. If I could go back to the start of the ride, I'd be the umbrella, I'd be the refrain. But I'm just the wreckage, I'm just the stain. I'm sorry. strangers I didn't invite, a mess that I made in the middle of the night. The blue turns to gray, then a sickly pale gold, and the bed feels like iron, so heavy and cold. The world is waking up to a brand new start, but it's just another deadline for a broken heart. The birds are all singing like nothing is wrong, while I'm still stuck in the ghost of our song. It's a violent kind of morning, a cruel kind of light that shows me everything I lost in the fight. I survived the dark, but the day is the thorn. I'm sad at dawn, I'm sad. I watch the shadows retreat to the wall, leaving me nowhere to hide or to crawl. Everyone's chasing the now and the new, while I'm just tracing the then and the you. The coffee is bitter, the steel is a ghost, in the hour of the day that I hate the most. Close the curtains, turn back the clock. I'm not ready for the world to unlock. I'm a midnight soul in a 6 a.m. skin. In a 6 a.m. skin. The light is too loud, the sun is too bright. I'm sad in the morning. Give me back the night. Give me back the night. There to my left is a permanent chill, a pocket of winter that's standing so still. I keep leaning over to whisper a thought, but I'm talking in shadows and battles we fought. The passenger seat is a desert of leather, we're no longer tied by the ghost of the tether. I'm walking lopsided, I'm leaning for air, reaching for someone who isn't quite there. It's a hollow kind of gravity, a tilt in the floor. Since you walked through the frame and you closed up the door, the world is still turning, but the balance is tight, because you left my side. Yeah, you left my side. I walk through the grocery store aisles alone, looking for habits that I've outgrown. I still leave a space on the sidewalk for you, a phantom of us that I'm stumbling through. Every street corner is a memory of weight. Now I'm just a pulse at a locked up gate. Right hand cold, left hand empty, half alive, and everything's falling. First it was the sound of your laughter in the hall, then the way you leaned your bike against the wall. Now I'm losing the scent of your skin on the quilt, watching the empire we started to build, turning to powder, turning to sand, slipping like water through a hole in my hand. It's a slow motion fire, a quiet kind of thief, stripping the branches and stealing the leaf. It's not just your ghost, it's the person I was, dying in fragments just because the horizon is shrinking, the light is all spent, and I'm paying the price for the heart that you lent. I'm losing everything, I'm losing everything. I look in the mirror and I don't know the eyes, they're just two empty wells under colorless skies. My hobbies are hollow, my coffee is black. I'm a map of a country that I can't find back. You were the gravity, you were the north. Now I'm just drifting back and forth by name. The way it sounded in your mouth, my pride. The way it pointed south, my sleep. The way it used to be deep, it's all going, it's all gone. It's all gone. The keys don't fit, the bed's too big, the room is wide. I'm losing everything. I finally slept for an hour or two, and I dreamt of a version of me and of you. You were laughing at something, your hand on my knee, and for a second I felt like the person I used to be. But then the light hit the blinds and the colors all bled, and I woke up to find you were only in my head. It's a secondary morning, a recurring end, watching you vanish all over again. It's a cruel kind of cycle, a loop in the track, where I have to learn how to not have you back. The sun steals a vision, the morning's a sin. I'm losing you, I'm losing you again. I'm forgetting the pitch of the way you speak. The details are blurring, getting hazy and weak. I try to hold on to the gold in your eyes, but it's slipping away like the sun it further, a ghost of a ghost, losing the parts that I needed the most. Stay, stay, just for another minute. Don't fade, the world is empty without you in it, but you're dissolving like salt in the rain. You're slipping away again and again. I'm losing you. Every time I wake up, and again, I'm a mosaic of moments that don't fit anymore, scattered like salt on the cold kitchen floor. I try to pick up the edges, but they're sharper than knives. The jagged remains of our two tangled lives. One part is a longing, one part is why, and the rest is a scream that I forced to be shy. I'm not a whole person, I'm a heap of the used, a collection of babies, broken and bruised. It's a scattered kind of mourning, the debris of the soul, where the parts are too many to ever be whole. There's no me left to find in this dark hollow crease. I'm just sad in the wreckage, I'm sad in pieces. One piece is stuck in that night in the rain. One piece is numb and one screaming in pain. I'm looking for us in the dust and the grit, but the puzzle is missing the heart of the kid. You didn't just break me, you blew me apart. Now I'm sweeping the floor for the crumbs of a heart. Here's a thank you, there's a please, all of them falling down to their knees. Oh, don't try to fix it, there's too much missing. The wind is just passing through the gaps. I'm set in pieces. They told me the seasons would carry the weight, that time was a river, that love was just fate. But the calendar's lying, the clock is a ghost, I'm still standing here where I missed you the most. The world is in color, but I'm staying in the grave, just as empty as the moment you walked away. It's a permanent winter, a deep-rooted ache, a fever that no amount of morning can break. It's a heavy kind of always, a soul-level bruise to be stuck in the moment. I had everything to lose, the pages are turning, but the ink is still wet. I'm not getting better, I'm still heartbroken, I'm still heartbroken, yeah. I've mastered the art of the I'm doing fine while I'm tracing your ghost in the curve of a line. The scab never forms and the light never nears. I'm just drowning in the wake of 1,000 last years. They say let it go, like it's easy to breathe when you're the only one left who refuses to leave. And I'm still here, I'm still yours, even if us doesn't exist anymore. The fire is out, but I'm still freezing in the smoke. No progress, no change, just the same bleeding. I'm still heartbroken. Rest in peace. I'm trying to hold my glass with both hands, but the water is a storm that no one understands. It's not just a cold and it's not just a fear, it's a tectonic shift of you not being here. The floor is steady, the walls are all still, but I'm vibrating against my own will. It's a rhythmic kind of trauma, a pulse out of time, like a bell that's been cracked but still trying to chime. My ribs are a cage for a bird that can't fly, that's rattling the bars and asking me why the earth didn't move but the sky is breaking. Because deep in the center my heart is shaking. I try to breathe slow to quiet the beat, but the ghost of your rhythm is under the sheet. I'm a fault line of memories ready to snap, caught in the middle of a permanent gap. The silence is humming, it's loud in my ears, a physical tremor built out of years. Steady just be steady. But I'm falling apart in the stillness. I'm a landslide inside her skin. Can you feel it? The earthquake in me. My heart is shaking. I thought the scabs would have formed by now. The time was a healer who knew the how. But every memory is a serrated edge, a slip of the foot on a crumbling ledge. I'm wearing a bandage that's soaked to the core, trying to keep the ghost of you off the floor. It's not a river, it's a slow, steady leak, making me hollow, making me weak. A vivid kind of crimson, a soul deep stain that pulses with every mention of your name. The world says it's over, that I should be free, but under the skin, my heart still bleeds. But under the skin, my heart still bleeds. I'm painting the walls with the things I can't say, watching the color of me drain away. You're a blade I keep sharpening in my own head, replaying the goodbye until I am dead. To the hope of a morning where I don't feel the sting of a love that turned into a jagged-edged thing. No stitch for this, no medicine, just a slow, quiet train of everything I used to be. It's still wet, it's still warm, it's never gonna stop, is it? My heart still bleeds. My heart still bleeds. The clock on the wall has a hollow beat, like footsteps echoing on a dead-end street. I leave the porch light burn until it bleeds into gray, scared you'll get lost if you find your way. The seasons are changing, the leaves turn to rust, but I'm still here, gathering dust. The world moved on, but I missed the train. I'm standing still in the pouring rain. It's a starving kind of patience, a beautiful curse, to stay in the wreckage while you're in the hearse of every memory we ever owned. My heart still waits in a house not ceramic jar. I check the driveway for a ghost of a car. They tell me that healing is a matter of time, but moving a mountain is a vertical climb. I'd rather be lonely and loyal to us than find a new light I'll just learn to distrust. Tick, 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 the sound of my ribcage waiting, waiting for a hand that won't turn the page. I'm a museum of a love that died, and I'm the only one left inside. The lights still on, the doors unlocked. I'm still here where the universe started. My heart still waits alone. Alone. The smoke has cleared, but the air is still thick with the ghost of the fire and the charred wooden wick. The neighbors have stopped asking how I've been. They can see through my bones, they can see through my skin. I'm just a landmark where a tragedy occurred, a book with the pages all smeared and all blurred. It's the day after the end, the year after the us, watching the gold turn to iron and rust. It's a motionless desert, a permanent after. We're haunted by echoes of long dead laughter. The war is all over, but the ground is still black. This is the aftermath, and there's no way back. I'm sorting through pieces that don't fit together, waiting for a change in this graveyard weather. I have too much space and I have too much time. Every step forward feels like a crime. I'm a survivor of a heart that didn't make it, holding a life while I learn how to fake it. Sirens are quiet, the onlooker's gone. Just me in the rubble at the break of the dawn. What do I do with the rest of me? The debris, the dust, the quiet, my sad aftermath. Didn't leave a note and you didn't leave a why. You just drained the color from the center of the sky. I was a house with the lights left on. Now I'm just a shadow of a love that's gone. You took the we and you left the me behind, with 1,000 questions that I'll never unwind. A thick, kinda heavy, a saltwater weight to be standing alone at a rusted shut gate. You didn't just walk, you rewrote the end. Now the silence is the only thing I can call a friend. The world is a blur, a permanent bad, because you didn't the smell of the coffee or the sound of the rain. You're out there breathing, you're out there free, while I'm just a cage for the ghost of thee. Everything's blue. The walls, the air, the memory of you. No anger, no fire, just this hollow. You left me sad. I'm looking at my palms, they're a desert now. I've forgotten the way, I've forgotten the how. You used to fit in the lines of my skin, the place where the safety was tucked deep within. Now I'm just clutching at freezing cold air, reaching for fingers that aren't even there. The warmth didn't fade, it was ripped from the bone. When you left my hands, you left me alone. It's a tactile kind of morning, a physical ache, like a glass that I'm holding but waiting to break. Every pulse in my wrist is a ghost of your touch. I didn't know it could hurt this much. Just to feel something real, but I'm numb to the edges, I'm numb to the steel. I'm a map with no border, a kite with no string, just a hollowed out shell of a beautiful thing. I wash them in water, but I can't scrub the blue, the stain of the moment I let go of you. Empty, heavy, open, bleeding, my hands are still cupped like they're waiting for rain. But they only catch shadows, they only catch pain. I'm still reaching in the dark, but you left my hands. You left. I used to know the shape of the light in this room before you turned the air into a velvet tomb. I wasn't looking for a forever to hold, I was just finding my own little code. But you walked through the garden and woke up the sun, then took back the heat when the damage was done. I was okay in the quiet before I knew your name, before you taught my shadow how to feel the flame. It's a cruel kind of gift, a hollowed out holy, to take someone whole and leave them so lonely. I wasn't this empty until you were the only. You didn't it didn't have before. Like a ghost in the hallway, or a draft neath the door. I'm haunted by the version of me that you knew, the one that didn't know how to hunger for you. You showed me the summit, then cut every rope and left me to drown in the wreckage of hope. You built a house in my chest and you burned it down for the sparks. Now I'm just a stranger, afraid of the dark. I forgot how to be alone. I was fine, how this be, but to be with was fine. I was fine before, but you changed the locks and you kept the key. You made me lonely. You made me lonely. My chest is a cavern, a wide open room where the flowers were blooming. Now there's only a tomb. I reach for the place where the warmth used to reside, but it's a desert of salt and I'm empty inside. You didn't just walk out and close up the door. You gathered the always and swept up the floor. I'm a vessel with no water, a lamp with no flame, just a hollowed out echo that carries your name. It's a thieving kind of silence, a soul level deaf, to look in my life and see nothing is left. I'm a body of bone, but the spirit is gone, because you took my love and you kept it for dawn. For a stranger, a friend, I'm a broken down engine at the road's very end. You were the ink in the pen, you were the blood in the vein. Now I'm just a ghost standing still in the rain. Was it a trophy, a souvenir of the fight, to leave me so colorless in the middle of the night? But your hands are closed and my heart is open and empty. I'm just scared now. I'm just scared. I look for it, but I know it's not there. You took my love. I'm the only one in the stand, watching the replay of us through my shaking hands. The ceiling is a movie screen, playing every if and why, while the moon sits like a cold, judgmental lie. I used to find a sanctuary behind my closed lids. Now I'm just a prisoner to everything we did. I'm wide awake in a body that's dying for rest, with the ghost of your head still heavy on my chest. It's a jagged kind of exhaustion, a so deep ache to be terrified of the dreams I'll have if I break. The night is a desert and the sand is too deep, because you didn't just leave. You took my sleep. You took I'm pacing the floorboards through the rhythm of my grief, looking for nothingness to give me some relief. But the silence is a siren and the dark is a mirror, making every mistake I made feel 10 times clearer. I'm a ghost in the kitchen, drinking shadows for tea, while the rest of the world is drifting away from me. Close my eyes, I see you. Open my eyes, I miss you. There's no place left to hide. Even in the dark, the light of you won't die. The sun is coming, but I'm still in the dark. Tired, so tired. You took my sleep.